Ah! Welcome to No Closet Left Behind. I'm here with Nick, Justice, and Edward, and we are located right now in, what neighborhood are we? Uptown Chicago? Uptown Chicago, and we are having our No Closet Left Behind podcast, and so we have come up with a variety of topics to chat about today, and we're going to see if our hot takes are too spicy, or... What do you think, Justice?
I'm just here for a good time.
No Closet Left Behind. Okay, well, amazing. I'm going to let everyone introduce themselves. My name is Ryan. I live in Chicago. I am gay. I work as a consultant. I travel.
You're
I make
gay?
Ha! Gay!
Jump scare.
Yeah.
I'm leaving.
And I'm in the process of figuring out what I like, and I don't know what that is. I don't know where that's going to take me, but I'm learning a lot of skills from that whole process. And I've got Nick and Edward, who are both interested in learning how to speak on camera. Edward has a bit more better takes than Nick sometimes, and then Nick is a bit more better at editing, and he gets the whole like tech background and stuff. And Justice is our spiritual life coach.
Like the Marianne Williams of the team.
Do you know who Marianne Williams is?
She was Oprah's spiritual coach, but now she's running for president. She's my number one choice.
The opponent is not a specific situation or circumstance. The opponent is an economic mindset.
Yeah, Justice isn't the most political. Throughout our time knowing each other, I don't think we have ever had the deepest conversations about politics, though I know you did have one friend who didn't like me after we had one conversation or something. I said something nice to her, and I thought it was fine and whatever, and we were partners in a group project.
The assignment was to explore arousal without penetration.
And I don't know what happened, but I was just continuing being normal with our relationship. And after we went out one night, the next day she didn't respond, and I was like, hey, are we doing XYZ thing or something? And she's like, actually, I hate you.
I love it for her.
And I was like,
She knows what
what? And needless to say, we had a project in college that was due together, so that it didn't end up going that well. But we're here, and I'm still friends with Justice.
Yeah. We would have got A for effort, F for a grade.
Turned out super well.
This is a happy F minus.
Sure.
So the first topic that we're going to be talking about today is Ryan's fish. So earlier in the year, was it this year or last year I had the fish?
It was last year.
Last year, I had a fish that I would regularly take on walks, and I invited Justice to come
Hey, that's what she said.
and walk my fish with me, and he refused. And I would have gone out of my way to walk a fish with someone if I was invited, but Justice did not.
Okay, Ariel.
Yeah.
It's giving me turtle trapped by a Coke holder, and you're like, oh, I'm just taking my fish out on a walk. It's this poor fish that just had something on it. But
Justice,
it's a video.
Can you show the camera what the fish looks like and what I sent you, and then I want you to just tell people what you remember.
You're going to walk it to the camera?
Yeah, you can.
Get up and walk?
Yeah,
Okay.
be creative. This is not a high budget. Actually, hold on. Actually, this is what I can do. I can just say, so this is going to be the video of the fish. Sit down. You're fine.
Yeah.
I forgot we can edit and do post-production.
okay.
2023.
2023 is the year of Ryan learning to listen while talking more than ever before. 2024. Wait, yeah, 2023 is over.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're right at the end.
Oh, okay. Well, so back to the fish thing. So I had a fish. Here's a video of my fish. Yeah, I sent that to Justice, and I invited him to come with me, and he didn't come.
That's what she said.
So Justice, if you wanna, that's what she said. But I guess that's what it would be. That's what he said. Justice, do you want to just tell them about what you remember from the fish?
I was baffled. And I was like, am I because he asked me to walk a fish. I don't understand what's happening.
You were.
I probably no. And then to get the video of you walking, you have first of all, Where did you see that you needed to have a leash for a fish? Where did you find that? Like,
If I did not have a leash, the fish would have swam away.
Who did you see have a fish on a leash that you wanted to like grab his hand and I want you to know I follow you?
I want you to tell me
did
how
you,
you did
you
it.
did not come up with this. I know there's other people out there that do this.
You don't think I'm creative enough to like?
That's
Not what I said.
That's not what I
don't.
said.
Okay, well, like just logistically, like think out this fish. Like I told you, I had it for 2 weeks. Like,
Yeah.
And you somehow never saw it.
Yes.
How tell me just what are your thoughts on it? Like
I'm sad I didn't see you walking a fish. Like we were busy.
yeah.
Yeah, gay summer.
Nick, Edward, what are your thoughts on me having a pet fish that I would take to Lake Michigan to walk? This was like a 10-pound bass.
I need.
Do you have,
I need the story.
you want the story?
It's a
Yeah,
10-pound
like the-
bass?
I need the prequel. You saw the video, didn't you?
Hold on.
Never
Just this
seen
whole.
this fish.
Oh my God.
I don't know who she is.
Small back.
So background, it was summer. I was having a pretty crazy summer, and this person came up to me, and they were like, "Oh, I have a fish," and it was more of like a fish tank situation because I'm friends with a lot of people who are above the age of 50, and one of them was like, "I'm moving out of my apartment," and it was this whole thing. But so I sent this video to Justice.
Exactly. Do you see where the questions come from now?
Questions. That's why I was like, I need.
Who the hell did you see with a fish that you had to get a
Did
leash?
you like tie it up and like come back to it? Like,
I mean, logistically, how do you guys think I did this?
and
Like,
what happened? What happened?
How did you get into the water?
How does a collar fit on a fish?
What is the fish
I
collar?
was not starting to find out. Was it kind of like the greyhound collars where they're like built slightly differently? Because like greyhounds, you got to get a special collar because their heads are smaller than their necks.
it wasn't a special collar. It was just like a long, really thin, like piece of like not thread. It was like something I'd buy at like Home Depot. It was like rope, but like not rope. It was like that waterproof plastic rope. That's kind of gross.
Like around the fish,
Yes.
and then he just like would hang out.
Well, I mean, he
So
didn't
the kind
have-
of rope that kills fish in the wild.
Back to the turtle.
Don't forget the turtles.
Yeah, I mean, I'll get onto my sea turtle story another day. But when I was a child, around the age of, I'm not going to say that. That's actually it wasn't me. It was the other kids.
But who here has not?
Justice, what is your sister's name?
Truth.
And what is your last name?
Lawson.
And what is your name?
It's Truth and Justice Lawson. That's my
And what's your
sister.
mom do?
She was the warden.
I love that.
Yeah.
I mean,
I do love.
It all tracks.
I love that. But so logistically,
Opinions.
I had this fish for a while, and it was a lot. I don't like cleaning the tank or dealing with all that. But Justice, how do you
barely
think?
take care of yourself?
Wait,
Wait,
what's we talking about?
like you would take it from home to the water?
You only did it twice, which is why it was a big deal that Justice didn't come.
We're not talking about that.
I feel like on my deathbed, he's gonna lean down and whisper, "She didn't come off my
Yeah,
fish."
He's pulling the plug because you didn't walk his fish. Like
like
how
that's
did-
gonna be my last, like the last thing I hear.
It's your last moments, and you're like, I don't know what I'm living for anymore. And
'Cause I didn't walk that
he's
damn
gonna be
fish.
like, you didn't walk my fish. You don't care about animals. The World Wildlife Fund is going to sue you.
Bring it on.
How do you think I got it to the water?
I don't know. I feel like it was like it
was a big fish.
within an inch
A
of its
plastic
life.
bag filled with water.
Exactly. One of those
Like a
little
Ziploc bag.
like a goldfish, but just like a trash bag.
So are you just imagining me logistically trying to get this like giant like multi-foot fish?
Well,
And I was walking it around Mark's apartment. So up at
how are you walking it around an apartment?
Here,
I just
over
figured
here.
out how you walked it around a lake.
Yeah. Did you take it to the water for a walk, and then brought it back? Mark's apartment. Mark has a fish tank. I mean,
Mark has a waterway in his home.
Do you go hang out with people with fish tanks and you just put your fish
I
in their tank?
frequently hang out with people.
He has separation anxiety.
It's emotional support fish.
You just only have friends with fish tanks.
I'm just still so sad that you never came or saw it. It was like this whole thing for a while.
This is literally gonna be like haunting me for the rest of my life. Like that would have been better than skydiving to just see you walking a damn fish.
I went skydiving, I went fish walking, I went 2.7 seconds on a horse named Fu Manchu.
Yeah, just so you know this, I never had a pet fish.
Sad face. The truth.
What?
What?
What? What?
I never had a pet fish.
What was the video?
Did you just leash up some random fish? So you just like saw a fish in the
He
park?
saw the fish and threw a piece of string into the water, and he was just like,
You're like breaking my heart also.
yeah.
Hillary's dead.
Okay.
I never had a pet fish.
So where did you get those videos?
I did take them.
AI is amazing.
Did you edit that?
No, I mean, that was a legitimate video I took.
Somebody else was doing that?
I'm so confused. Wait, how
Somebody is more mentally f***ed up than you to think that they need to walk their fish?
Yeah, I was just casually walking from where did the lake jump happen when people are jumping the lake? What?
I don't know. That's far too straight and Caucasian for me.
Montrose Beach. Yeah, I was just walking from Montrose all the way down to where I live in. And as I was doing it, the like whole air show and stuff was going on. Yeah. And I go to the area, you know how
The fish was stressed. The air and water show was the cruelest thing to all the animals in the zoo. And
and the people.
not to forget, anybody who's actually been a refugee or a veteran is like deeply traumatized because they're like, are we being attacked? And the first time I lived in Chicago, the air and water show happened the day after we started beef with Russia again. And I was like, oh shit, Russia's coming for Chicago? That's unexpected.
Yeah, I'm very anti-air and water show. There's probably not an event in Chicago I am more against. Like, it upsets me. It scares dogs, cats, people. It's these really loud, giant...
And you're basically a chihuahua.
Yeah.
So...
I mean,
You're just shaking.
I don't have the anxiety of a chihuahua, but...
You should.
Yeah, but like the air and water show just completely... I hate it. It's loud. It's everywhere. I mean, and these aren't even like the most up-to-date, state-of-the-art planes. These are the old ones that we don't use at war. So... Yeah, these are the old ones that we don't use at war. So, like, imagine what people in countries where we have, like, our military aircraft, like, flying over daily, like, actually have to deal with. Because we're looking at it as a, like, oh, wow, look, America.
Power.
But, like, the way that 90% of the world, probably 99% of the world that interacts with those planes interacts with it, it's, like, a tool of oppression. Yeah. I
don't like it. And I have every right to stand or like hover right outside of my window.
Yeah, Hillary, stop doing that.
But yeah, Justice, I never had a pet fish. I was just kind of like walking. I saw someone with a fish on a leash, and then I took a video of myself holding it.
Throws the leash into the water. Good luck.
I'm heartbroken.
You believed this for like a while, and I never told you.
Like, you broke my heart right now.
Yeah, we're gonna actually cut that out because we can't break it.
Because I'm gonna cry.
Yeah, I can't believe I held that from you for like...
I can't believe you did it either.
You're the only person who believed it?
Well, also it's you, so like all people would text me that, hey, come walk my fish. Like, I would get that from you. It doesn't make sense to come from anyone else,
believable.
right? That's why it was believable, because it's you.
Yeah.
True.
Like, no one else could text me that.
Yeah.
I'm so hurt.
It was so entertaining. The amount of people who I told Justice like believes that I have a fish too.
No, I actually like sent that video to people.
Yeah, I know you told people, but it was like so cute and wholesome, and it wasn't like a bad thing, and there really was a fish in the water.
I just have more questions now.
Fish do live in the water.
Who is this man with the fish in the water then?
Yeah. Oh, it was just some like old Asian man who was fishing.
Was he fishing?
He had like a whole bunch of like clothing on to like protect him from the sun or something, you know, like he was like in like an umbrella, but it wasn't an umbrella. I don't know how to describe it properly.
Like a Beetlejuice type situation.
And the string was just like attached to one of the like ropes that Chicago has like on all of the things that go into the water, and I just kind of like grabbed it and walked with it, and he never said anything to me.
Well, so that's so he's like the so he's like
afterwards I was like, cool fish.
So it reminds me of like one of my previous roommates when she was a child, and she was trying to figure out, like, what is my career? What is my, like, dream job? And, you know, there was, like, the mailman and the milkman. And then in the park, there was also the pigeon man. And she decided that she was like, honestly, I'm going to learn that. I'm going to become a pigeon person as my career. Like, so she figured out, she spent time with the pigeon man, and she was able to do, like, where she would, like, walk into an area with pigeons, and she would just, like, open her arms up, and the pigeons would flock and land on her. And then the first time she showed her mom that she had learned this skill, her mom was like, yeah, you're never doing that again.
Like the lady from Home Alone?
Yes, like, quite literally, except it was in Japan, so it was a little Japanese man who was just, like, chilling with the pigeons. And she was like, that's the dream job. That's the goal.
I saw this, like, group of people in London at the, like, park that's, like, right in front of, like, Buckingham Palace. I don't know if these birds, like, lived in the park or if they, like, brought them from home. But, like, they were just, like, there was a man who had, like, seeds. And then there was just, like, two other people that I think that he had, like, given the seeds to.
Were they walking their birds?
No, but they were, like, they would, like, release it to the tree and then, like, call it back and it would, like, come back to their hand. And I was like, and then it's me just like...
Well, falconry is like a thing in the UK.
They were like parakeets. Or like...
Oh, parakeets are huge in the UK.
I was like, interesting. Such a random thing to like run into.
Yeah, they have like a really large population in the UK because they just like released a bunch of them and then they started breeding. And so like there are these like kind of large quantities of exotic birds that are like rampant throughout the UK.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I feel like that tracks.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't care about exotic birds that much, but they're pretty.
Yes, that's what a parakeet looks like.
Yeah, I very much so care about fish. But yeah, Justice, I'm sorry to break that to you, but I waited like. Give it to him. Yeah, I'm sorry to like break that to you, but I waited 1.5 years. And I teased you with it for years, and I would lightly mention it every once in a while to like refresh it in your brain. It was like not manipulative, but it was like a little bit manipulative. Because again, nobody else thought I had a fish. Like I sent that video to a fair amount of people, and they either didn't respond or they like didn't believe that I'm walking a fish.
That's like Mark's picture yesterday in the group chat for like the scratch off lottery ticket.
Oh, did he win anything?
It was no.
Yeah.
Moral of the story is that it wasn't a real photo. Just like it wasn't a real fish, or I guess the fish was real, but it wasn't your fish.
Well, it was a real lottery ticket too.
Somebody else's lottery ticket.
But it was somebody else's.
Yeah.
And it was somebody else's fish.
It was somebody else's fish.
So the internet's fake and people lie to you.
The lesson we learned.
To the man out there that has the fish.
Yeah.
And speaking of fish,
We know who
let's talk about the Senate Twink.
Oh my god, wow, what a segue.
If he wasn't drag, it would be Fishy.
No closet left behind.